Konnichiwa party peeps, MangaMan here, and I have a very special announcement for a new series of videos that myself and my wife, Kitty on a Leash, on her channel, link in the description below, we are both doing what she calls the 12 Days of Manga, where for the 12 days leading up to Christmas, we will be talking about a manga of our own choosing. It can be one of our favorites, it can be just one of our many selections in our collection, or it could be something that we wanted to talk about for a while but didn't have a spot to put it in. And if you wanted to follow along and share your own 12 days of manga in either video format or right in the description box down below on some of your manga that you want to talk about day to day, please do so. We'd love to hear from you. Anyways, with that out of the way, I thought I would start my own 12 days of manga with one of my personal favorites, A Silent Voice, written and illustrated by the talented Yoshi, and I'm gonna mess up the names on a lot of these. I'm American, it's what I do. Yoshitoki Oyoma. This was actually one of his first manga that he made. First one to actually be published through a major publisher, Kodansha Comics, as well as being very popular when it initially came out, and even was made into a movie, which is also fantastic, and I highly recommend that you check out. But I would also recommend that you check out the original manga. It's a short read, only 7 volumes long, easy to get a hold of nowadays. I think they have collections now in most major retailers like Barnes & Noble, Amazon, and of course, Right Stuf Anime. This is a story about bullying, primarily between the bully, in this case one Shoya Ishida, and the one being bullied, Shoka Nishimiya. I'm just reading my notes down here in case you see me looking down in the video here. And it all started back when they were in grade school. I might have some screenshots from the manga on the side here, a little bit below Ryoko there. It all started in middle school or early grade school for the two. You see, Shoko is deaf, or at least partially deaf, where she needs to have a hearing aid in order to hear other people. And kids being cruel and how they are when they're that age, Shoya decided it was hilarious to pick on the new girl that couldn't understand or hear other people properly. He would do terrible things to her. He would take her notebook that she would use to communicate with her fellow classmates and throw it out the window into the pond below, going even so far as to steal her own hearing aid and chucking it in the trash, forcing Shoko's mother to buy multiple pairs of the hearing aid, which comes back later in the story. You see, what ends up happening, without really spoiling too much, just giving a general description of it, and we're going to keep these videos loose and freeform for the most part. I'm not going to be sticking to any particular script on these video content. But what happens when the bully becomes bullied? An event similar happens to Shoya, where his classmates accuse him of doing something, and his teacher doesn't believe his innocence at all because he's been bullying Shoko the whole semester. Years go by. Feeling terrible about what happened, Shoya tracks down Shoko to apologize for all that he has done. And from there, a bit of a redemption happens. But not without a lot of trials and tribulations. See, all the other classmates with them has also grown up, and you get other views on bullying. It's not just the bully and the person being bullied. It's also the people around them, from the teachers that didn't do anything to help at all, to the classmates that helped out with the bullying, but then denied that they bullied Shoko later when the teacher asked who was bullying her this whole time. All the way down to the passive people that, were friends with Shoko, but didn't try to stop the bullying or anything. It's a beautiful story about how bullying really affects everyone involved, not just the bully and the person being bullied. Highly recommended. Beautiful message. Definitely track down either physical or digital copies of A Silent Voice. I thought this would be a great start to the 12 months of manga. Let me know in the comments below. Have you watched or read A Silent Voice? Either have you watched the movie, or if you've read the manga, let me know down below your thoughts on it. Or if there is a manga that you want to mention in the comments below that you want to start your own 12 months of manga, please let me know which manga and describe why you like it and why you think other people would like it too. Until tomorrow, folks, this has been the Manga Man, and this is the start of the 12 months of manga.